Hello, can you hear me? Put yes in the comment section if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just put yes in the comment. Appreciate that. There's a most popular tune which is called Misty. Latest solos and stuff like that. But I did read some different experts. Yeah, what I got from them. Okay, so this is for my African student. Hard working dude, always practicing, always doing his thing. So, Misty is a ballad written by Earl Garner, right? Great jazz pianist. Let's first know what the chords are in the tune. So, E flat major 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7. Then it goes for A flat minor 7, D flat 7 to E flat major 7, C minor 7, F minor 7, B flat minor 7. Then there's what's called a first ending and second ending, that which makes this tune what they call A. So that first ending turns around. They use what's called a particular turnaround. Use a G minor 7, C7 to a F minor 7, B flat 7. All right. Then of course, because it's AABE, it'll repeat what you just played. You will play a E flat major 7 to B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7, A flat minor 7, D7, D flat 7 to E flat major 7, C minor 7, F minor 7, B flat 7, and then what does it do? It concludes with what we call a second ending, where it comes to an end. Even when you're soloing, you should have a sense of ending when it gets to that particular part of it. Then it picks up into what we call the B section, which is the bridge. Happen to fall like that. A, B, B, E flat minor 7 this time. This is kind of what I call shifting the tonality. And you get into the scales that we're going to use. So we have the B flat minor 7, E flat 7 to A flat major 7. All right? That A flat major 7 is played for 2 bars. Then it goes what I call a different tonal center. It goes to A minor 7, to a D7, then to a F7. Then it turns around back to the top of the tune. You will notice in this particular turnaround, instead of straight up G minor 7 like they had in the first turnaround of the A section, they have what's called the minor 7 flat 5 chord, which is very important for type of tonality. Then it goes to a F minor 7. It repeats pretty much. It'll play the top of the tune. All right. So that's the first thing. I'll know the chords. And notice I was saying the names of the chords out loud. You should get used to, looking at a chart and calling out those chords and also visualize what they look like in your with your fingering. Visualize what an E flat major 7 looks like. The first finger, third finger, second finger, and the fourth finger in the particular voicing that I'm using. And the B flat minor 7, I don't know what that looks like. It's with my second finger and my third finger holding down four strings. E flat 7 chord, I'll probably use a E flat 9 voicing, which is my second finger, first finger, and then my third finger is holding two strings. I visualize this because it's important for you to see this. I mean, like Michael Jordan always saw himself, in the pressure situation, visualizing that, last second shot. It's visualization that helps with you memorizing things. So we go to an A flat major 7. What's the fingering that you use on that? You should say it. I use my first finger, second finger, my fourth finger, my third finger's on the D string, and my pinky's on the G string at what fret? The fifth fret. I can visualize that. Visualize this. You should be able to visualize that is. Then we talked about G minor 7, which is the first ending. That must C7, G minor. I'll keep it as simple as that. This is just playing the chords, right? What you should do. Thought I did that 6-9 chord, major 7 with a 9. It goes to the bridge. I'll visualize that B flat minor 7, right? Some people go back to this like that. Well, E minor 7. Some people do that. Go to F7. What did I talk about? The half diminished chord? See how that sounds like it wants to go somewhere? Then it's back to the A section. What did we say? We have what's called the A section of tunes. Like the first part of the tune is played twice, but each time it's played, it has a different ending to it. The second A usually have a conclusive sound, like it goes into the bridge. Okay, so then I will look at the melody. Starts over, and sometimes I'll look at a lyric sheet too. Hmm? Nothing fast. I put that that's 6, and to the bridge. I think that's what it was. Did I mess up? You can say, believe in me, right? Goes back to that again. This time it has a D natural, right? At that A minor 7, but it's 11 on top. Has 11 on top on this. Back to the top of the melody again. Right? See how that's going? What is that against that B flat minor? That's the 9. Then go to a 13. So the third of the A flat major 7. Now that. Setup. So you have your B flat on. Yeah. Oh, they go to the 9 of the 5th of that. Yep. All right. So that's the first part. So what did you do? You said the name of the chords. You visualized the chords, right? Then you played the chords, and then after playing the chords, you played the melody. All right. So you see, how you're just developing. This should be like a ABC of how you approach each tune, and everybody gonna have their own way of approaching, tunes. This is my way of approaching them, and some of this I'm making up as I go. I'm only kidding. All right, so you have that. All right, so and take your time with it. I mean, it's a beautiful melody, right? Right? Okay. So that's the first part. All right. So then you have that. Set the chords, visualize the chords, play the chords, then you play the melody. Now, when you play the chords and the melody, you should know what the tones of the melody is against the chords. All right. And I'll just do maybe 2 bars of this. All right. So the melody comes and it lands on the major 7 of the E flat chord. The melody goes to the flat 3rd of the E flat chord, 13th of the B flat minor chord, the 13th of the E flat, and then the 3rd. So, what would be my next thing? I would play the 3rd and the 7th of each one of the chords in the progression. And you could do that in tempo or out of tempo. And what am I saying? What is the 3rd and the 7th of the chord? If you have a major scale, 1, 2, 3, that would be the 3rd of the chord. Or 5, 6, 7, that would be the 7th. So we have the third and the seventh. Then I'll do the same thing with the B flat minor. What's the third and the seventh? On guitar, if you make this shape right here, your third and seventh will be 7, third. You know that, right? And then I'll go to E flat, third and seventh. And I'll go to the A flat, third and seventh, third and seventh, third and seventh. You see that? Third and seventh, those two notes. Third and seven, third and seven. All right, so I mean, just as simple as that. So I'm doing, and you're gonna do this with the complete song. I'll do it again, the third and seventh of each one of the chords. That third and seventh. See how that sounds? Right? See how musical that sounds? Third and seventh, F minor. Third and seventh. Back to the top. Now I move, I add some lines. Third and seventh again. Seventh. Hear a sound. All right. So, what's up, man? It was a pleasure seeing you, Greg. Man, it was a pleasure. All right, it was a pleasure, man. And how's that PRS doing, man? And what a great testimony. Yeah, that's Greg. Happy guitar out there listening to us today. Privileged. All right, so those are the steps. So we go through the third and seventh. Now we get to what scales can be used. Now, scales are a matter of taste or whatever the situation is. And usually what I do, I play the scale all the way up to the ninth degree of whatever the scale is. So that'll give me one, two, three, four, like at least 9 notes, I guess, going into the next chord. So we're in the key of E flat. That's 3 flats. If you look at the key signature of the tune, that's E flat. If you had an E flat scale, 3 flats would show up in there. So you would have E flat F, that was 1. G, A flat, that's 2. B flat, 3. Those are your 3 flats. E flat, A flat, and B flat, it says C, then D natural, then to D, to E flat. I was going to say D sharp, but to E flat. So there you go. You have your notes of the E flat major scale. Now the first chord is the E flat major 7, and what I play over that is a E flat major scale. So I'll play the chord. That's the first one. And then I'll play over this B flat minor, I'll play Dorian. Right? Into the E flat, the same now. Right? And then now some people would treat this particular A flat major chord as the 4th chord in the key of E flat, and you can play the sharp 11, which is cool, and but it, to me, it kind of like shifted, its switched tonal centers, like it went from a major sound here to a major sound here, right? Yeah, so you can have the sharp 11 or either one. But what I want you to use is an A flat major 7, an A flat major chord, major scale on this. So you got your E flat major scale on the first chord. Some people. So I like the D flat against it. Then it goes to A flat minor 7 chord. Second, man, you noticing all this? So, all right, so then you have the A flat minor 7 chord. I'll use Dorian on that too. And I'll use Mixolydian, D flat Mixolydian on this. Some people use what's called a Mixolydian with a sharp 11. So you got that choice. Then, all right, so you got your scales there. E flat major 7, Dorian, Mixolydian, Dorian, Dorian, Mixolydian, or sharp 11 in there. And I'll definitely go through the scales. And it ends. Then it goes Dorian right here. Oh, they got a flat 9 in that. So I will use, that's a half hole. Alright, Dorian again. Then you got half diminished. I got a half diminished. I got a G, half hole. Back to the top of the tune. All right, so that's 25 minutes. Hey, what's up, Kevin, man? I haven't, Kevin. Ooh, the summit is a blessing, my brother. It was, and I'll forever owe you. Oh, said it live. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But yo, man, I appreciate you, man, and doing a wonderful job. I worked on my like that. I forgot. Oh yeah, it was amazing, right? How did you do it? Did you take a break, man? Get any rest? I hope so. Is that? Yep. So I'm trying to help one of my African students with, what to play over Misty. Wes Montgomery actually played Misty in the key. It took 3 days. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, Wes Montgomery did it in the key of G. So what do we do? To summarize, maybe I should write this down for my own good. So the first thing we did, I think we just named the chords, right? All the names out loud. While we were naming them, we visualized them, right? Okay, because when you're naming the chords, you should be able to see the chords. I even went as far as naming the chords and telling where each one of the fingers are placed. So it's like the vision thing is very important. Then we played the chord. Oh, yeah. Play. Oh. Then we played the chords, right? Now, after visualizing the chords, playing the chords are a lot easier. All right. Then, then I think we went and played the melody, and then we compared the notes of the melody to what they are in relationships to the chords. So the first note is it goes the major seven of the E flat. Heard that? Then where does it go? That minor seven. Something like that. I heard that in my head. All right, so then we got to play the chords, compared the melody to the notes, and then we played the third and the seventh of the chord, which was pretty easy. And it's cool. That's all. And I'm gonna play third and seventh. See how I visualize the chord? Y'all visualizing that chord? Visualizing chord? Third and seventh, because I'm visualizing chord. Third. And then I know an ending, right? When it come to an end. I'm third, seven. Remember I said some people. Third and seven. What it is. melody change. Half diminished. Mm-hmm. 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 What's he going? Mm-hmm. On the bridge again. Mm-hmm. At half the minute. I'm gonna do the half. Let's see that. Just like that. I mean, so that's like just that was just dancing around with the third and the seventh of the chord. Now that's two notes. And then of course you're gonna start hearing things as you play those. Like I could hear go. See that? That's the so no, so that's the third and the seventh of A flat major 7. Then to the D7, G minor, F minor, and it. Mm-hmm. 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 Think of that half the minutes. Half. Think of that 36. Then I'm looking for the 30 and something. Mm-hmm. Trying to look third and seventh all on my guitar, right? Mm-hmm. I like looking at it. I like going to the bridge. I know I'm not playing by form now. I go that Dorian. Going to the third of a. I like doing that. Since I like it. Da, 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 da. I like that sound. So I'll try to see where. Yeah, I'll definitely leave it up. So, but that third and seventh, I'm like looking at my neck and I'm like seeing where all these things are. So what now I'm visualizing like the same fingering that you learned, and you worked hard on is the same fingering that you could use to develop, your melodies and your sound because it comes out. These notes are because they're in your chord, you know that they're right notes to play. So if they're right notes to play those. Right? See that? Now what it did. Uh yep. See that? Visualizing those chords. And then where does it take us to? Oh, I was gonna say too, and I just not learned this today, but I understood today. This is called a backdoor dominant chord because look, it's in back of the root. See that? That's now great composers like um, Carlos Jobim used this backdoor approach quite a bit, going up to the chord. So that time I'm going to go to that E flat major 7. I like doing that. See how you heard that tonality change? Yeah, I'm using scale. Yeah. After a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I visualize these things and then hopefully they'll come out on your instrument. Now people find themselves at different levels in their growth. So you want to make the music first of all not you don't want to make the music unfun. You know what I mean? Like whatever you do, you don't want to make the music unfun. So sometimes I would like try to, discover things um, by what? Listening to other people doing the particular song that you're working on. Like I said, Wes Montgomery recorded this song in the key of G. All right, so and he's I transcribed some of his solo or whatever situation, so I could understand what he was thinking or how he was approaching it. Right, it's a beautiful thing to transcribe. I'm telling you, like there's my line, my favorite line by Wes got this tune that goes like that. Just and then go, it's a minor blues, right then. And he has this line right here. That's my favorite line. One. And you go. So if I'm doing Missy, in here, see how I'm using the line that from West? Got that D7. G, how would I play it? On B flat. No, so where would we at? All right, so to try to make it as simple as possible, at the level that you're at. So if 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 the third and seventh give you a problem, say where is the seventh of each one of these chords? So I know where it is. Just the seventh. Seven. And it goes to E flat chord, right? C minor, third and seventh. F, third and seventh. I mean root and seventh, sorry. Root. Just like that. Then go to the bridge. I'm visualizing. Then what is it? Root. Root. And that's seventh. F. That's your turnaround. Seventh. Seventh. Seventh and back to home. Oh no, B flat. That's the root in the seventh, right? You do that. And you have to take your time with it. Like, and don't get frustrated with it. Let's say you getting a little frustrated, so you like, so I'm going to slide up to the root and then play the seventh. Heard that? Hate it. Oh man, but that was something. Oh man, that's what's up, Gary. It is one of those. It is one of those tunes. I do have a sequence of me playing it in the key of G, but only the yeah the A section. And you know what I did? I took Earth, Wind and Fire tune. See how they um how Earth, Wind and Fire, man, and stole Garner's tune, man. Oh my goodness, terrible. Yeah, he should have never. Earth, Wind and Fire is gonna get sued. There's nothing new under the sun. Can y'all hear that? So that's in the key of G. This is Misty. I play the melody, but you see, it ain't the standard groove, right? But Hold up, author. I have to. Hold up. So, what's the melody? Can you hear that? Third and 7. Third and 7. Third and 7. What's that? 7. Third. Third. Third, right? Third and 7. That was West. And it's got a groove. Remember West? Now, blues always work. Then the B minor, I go. Now, let me stop this. So, like, on bass, Gary, know you play bass, man? Oh, wow. Rest in peace, Uncle Bubba. That's what's up, man. Wow. No, I'm using the regular part of my pick, but I'm leaning my hand up against. So, oh yeah. So I was talking about how I used I used what's man, Earth, Wind and Fire. How they gonna get sued from? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, man. So, all right, so I gotta stop this. So, I'm hoping that this is helpful for you, Banze, to just to get to get through the tune. Like, don't just like not try to get as many possibilities that you can get out of a song. Like, so even if you had to just play, wait, and just play the third and seventh on that chord all over your guitar. Third third and seventh here. Where is it here when you make this chord? Where is it when you make this chord? You know, what about this? That's the E flat major 7. So you want to find, where it is. So as you can see, when I'm climbing through the guitar, I'm just, it's almost like this. It's like a vision of how, how to, where your fingers are. Like you should be able to see your fingers in an area. So if I see my, so if I see my fingers in this area, I know this shape of the G major 7 chord already. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 notes to choose from just on the G major 7. 4 notes to choose from. All right. G, right? E minor, A minor, D7 to this E flat major 7. And then it goes to a sus. Right? So what are these 4 notes here? Just change rhythm. So that. The third right there. Oh, I heard that. And then that's the major 7 right there. This is the 4th. Where? I'm gonna play the scales of each. I'm going up to the 9th. Now, another thing, yeah, playing off the 3rd. So, another thing that I would do is go to my favorite 2-5 licks, like what I did one time, man. I wrote down, all right, my 10 go-to 2-5 licks, and I said I'll just use those 10, man. But it's hard sometimes, so I'm like stuck on 2, and it's something that goes something like this. To the 5th of the chord. So when I get my favorite, then like that. But those are my, so all this, what is it? That's from a song, Pinup House. So you like incorporate all these ideas that you have, and that's how I want you to work on the tune. All right. So I think there's, one other thing. We've been talking. We know the whole half, the whole half, the diminished scale. So I'll figure out where all those work. So I'm just trying to give you. So you guys see, right here. Now I was watching Joe Pass make a speech today. You know, he's genius, but his genius has been left behind in the form of videos, which is real cool. And he said, try to think of it, of all this stuff, as simple as you possibly can. He says, what two chord? So he plays. He plays. He plays off of. He says he eliminates the two chords altogether, so he doesn't even see a B flat minor. He just see the E flat dominant chord. That right there. He doesn't see A flat minor. He see dominant chord. He don't see G minor. He sees dominant chord. He don't see F minor. He sees the B flat dominant chord. So if you got dominant chord, I learned that if you start on the third of the E chords, you'll have a nice half whole diminished scale that goes like this. See how it resolves to that? To that fifth of the chord. So you got this, you're not thinking about this A flat minor. Then you got G minor. Right here. Oh no. So sometimes you got. So. Something like that. All right. Hope that was helpful. Oh man, I wanted this to be a 20-minute video. It ended up being an hour. But it's so much, I mean, it's so much that you could get out of this thing we call music, man. So I wanted to say how thankful and grateful I am for just the opportunity that I had this week playing at the Blue Note, and it was because I went to the Guitar Summit with Kevin Wilson, and I met this guy named Sput, um, which is I didn't know who he was, honestly. I didn't know who he was, but we played at the summit. They had like this all star jam session, and when I walked in the auditorium, I didn't see no guitar players on the stage. So I said, "Yo, how could we be at a guitar summit? Well, it's an international musician summit, but how all these guitar players sit?" So I like just took my guitar out and said, "Yo, I'm going up there because we gotta represent." But it was space for people to go up there. I didn't like Bogart, like they asked for volunteers. So I went up and volunteered, and we played. They were jamming something. It was kind of like an E flat minor kind of thing. Your nerves don't. They get the best of you when you get up on that stage. I'm telling you. So anyway, so I went up but then they were trying to think about what song to do next. The next. So I just started playing. And I started playing. Mm-hmm. Like that. Now Spud, he is a jazz cat. This is more like we were like in a room full, full of cats that were, more on gospel based. So Spud, he's playing the drums. He's like, and he's calling out the changes to the keyboard player. Now Monk plays the song in the key of F, right? But we were jamming in B flat right there. So anyway, they got the numbers right, and so eventually everybody started jamming and started playing. So it was good. So we went to the bridge with that guy. So I'm calling out changes and stuff like that. But anyway, we had a good time. I mean, Paul Jackson Jr. was there. I mean, the summit was amazing, and everybody that's hearing my voice right now need to register for that guitar summit, and Musicians International Summit. But anyway, so we're walking down the hall because that's how it is. Like, we're walking down the hall, and I run in the spot. I say, "Yo, man." He said, "Yeah, man. I enjoyed you," kind of thing like that. So we're talking, and then we brought up Monk because he teaches a class too, and he said, "Yo, I'm always funking up the rhythms and letting them play the jazz melodies on top of those rhythm, so so he kind of me and him kind of related on that front end, and so he was like, "Where you live?" I told him New York. Yo, we're gonna be in New York. His group, which is called Ghost Notes, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York, man." I said, I'm playing at the Blue Note. Yo, I would love for you to come down and sit in." I was like, "Yo, cool," but I didn't know who Ghost Notes was. I knew Snarky Puppy, right? So man, when I got the invite, man, I went on YouTube and just started listening to their music, man. Ghost Notes is no joke. Oh man, and I loved it. And it was like it was high level funk stuff. Where I was listening to the keyboard players. Approach to how he solos against with the saxophone. Yo, man, I just went in like I was, man. So I was excited. As you can still see, I was excited. Once, once I felt that, oh man, somebody else dug you, John, besides yourself. But yeah, so that was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, he invited me. I got the invite, went down, and said he would get me up on that stage, yo. He got me up on that stage. What was crazy, they were playing this real fast, funky thing, man. I was like, oh man. So I'm playing with my pick, and all of a sudden my pick fall out of my hand, and I had to like go thumb all the rest of the way. But I am paying the penalty right now for that with that. Oh man, but it was well worth it, man. It was real cool. But that's the power of the summit. This, yeah. So yeah, that was the yeah, I'll check it out, Gary. But that's the level of the summit, man. You like right rubbing elbows with greatness. Isaiah Shockey and I was like in the hotel room along with Matt, just playing, man. So those memories like you could never forget, man. I'm actually taking lessons even with Shockey. He's got something called Shockey Verse. He does live he does live things, and you could go there. He ask him any questions. He answer the questions. Yo, I mean Isaiah. I mean he's giving back. Yo, the stuff that he's playing, man, is crazy. I'm still working on my what did he have? Yeah. So I mean mean, so that's what I learned from Isaiah, and he's got something called Shocky verse, which is really cool. Rodney Jones is another one of my instructors that that I'm learning from. Pick Up Music is another spot, real nice. True Fight, yeah, I'm just all on all of them because you could never get enough of knowledge, and it ain't. And I always look at it. It's not mine. I love giving it back. I'm starting my own online jazz guitar. It's called Online Jazz Guitar. I'm working along with a company that amazing. So you probably start to see me a little bit more on YouTube. I was doing like a study on the blues, with just um, two or three chord shapes. And so I've been doing that. So that's Online Jazz Guitar. All right, my hour is up. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Spud, again for giving me opportunity to be on stage with Ghost Notes, enjoying myself. All right, peace. Love y'all.